The first season of Murderbot is over like most great things. After 10 episodes, we have grown to sympathize with a sentient killer android in the Apple TV Plus series, which began as a darkly humorous and satirical take on the sci-fi genre. By the end, we even think of him as a friend. A fascinating, funny, and exciting journey that highlights our best, and occasionally annoying human qualities is neatly wrapped up in the finale. Humans are stupid, but we care too much, as Murderbot, Alexander Skarsgård, has repeatedly declared. For the benefit of both Murderbot and us, he should continue to interact with people in his future adventures, learning and developing while remaining somewhat critical. Murderbot is a pleasure to watch, so I'm happy it was renewed for a second season. Mensah, Gurathin, Pin-Lee, Ratthi, Bharadwaj, and Arada confront the dubious GrayCris Blue crew in the penultimate episode of Season 1, where they attempt to scare the surveyor group into disclosing information about their experiences with an alien artifact. Together, Gurathin and Pin-Lee set off the rescue beacon. The others remain behind to allow Murderbot to carry out his scheme, which ultimately fails, and Mensah meets GrayCris face-to-face against Murderbot's express request. Everyone followed their own instincts after the original plan failed. Murderbot put himself in a precarious situation in order to please his new family, but they are saved by their combined efforts. There is still more drama to come. Mensah and Murderbot are within the rescue beacon's blast radius, so Murderbot decides to save Mensah at all costs. Murderbot faces the risk of being decommissioned or erased once they depart the planet. The mission to save a family member swiftly takes precedence over the noble attempt to hold a megacorporation responsible for its actions. The action and drama of Murderbot Season 1 are abandoned in favor of an intense conclusion that centers on the fate of the title character. The conclusion, which tries to capture the emotional and mental development of the formerly anti-human and pessimistic SEC unit, is highly satisfying because it doesn't dwell on the lawsuit or what transpired on that barren planet. The conclusion is optimistic about what Murderbot will encounter next, optimistic that his relationship with the surveyor group will endure, and optimistic that perhaps viewers will return for more. They have a nearly paternal bond, which is similar to her relationships with the other members except Gurathin. It's amazing how well Dumezweni captures Mensah's emotional state and her genuine concern for Murderbot. To demonstrate how his character has become more human, Skarsgård, in turn, gives up a lot of the robotic motions and takes on a softer demeanor. He doesn't shed it entirely, of course, but this is the path that makes the most sense for the former SEC unit, and this is where we leave him in the Season 1 finale. Murderbot's conclusion is in line with how Season 1 progressed over the course of its first 9 episodes. The members of Preservation UX are safe, so it's not the most thrilling episode, but it's a powerful one because we see Murderbot suffer a terrible end. After they are reunited, everything appears to be fine for a short while, but everyone is clearly unsure about its safety. But the show's main question reappears in the finale. What kind of life can an autonomous android lead now that they are truly free? In the Preservation Alliance, a colony of worlds free from Corporation Rim, Mensah and the other characters are adamant that Murderbot remain with them so that it can do as it pleases. That should be a happy ending, but unsurprisingly, perhaps not to readers of Martha Wells, the conclusion emphasizes how crucial it is that Murderbot makes its own decisions and doesn't follow the wishes of others just because they are safe. Murderbot had a strong theme throughout, and the action was well-paced and impactful. The performances were excellent, and the emotional undercurrent persisted. The writing was excellent because it skillfully connected all the pieces. There is much to praise, from the dark humor to the poignant dialogue, and it is mostly because of the solid foundation provided by Martha Wells' book series and the overall love of science fiction shared by Murderbot's creative team. The many decades of science fiction and space operas that have influenced popular culture and established the framework of a broad genre that simultaneously explores the advancements and potentialities of science and technology and genuinely profound and significant themes about humanity serve as the foundation for this program and the books that it is based on. Murderbot is based on this foundation, which is incredibly fulfilling. In addition to enjoying the genre as a whole, it creates an environment that allows it to thrive. The fact that the creative team has another opportunity to provide us with more Murderbot in Season 2 makes me very happy,